our story. We have some time to chant one round. And yeah, so let's chant one round of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra together. And then what we'll do, we will study the story from the point where we left last time. Is that okay? So all of you can take your japamalas, and then we will get started. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatharini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Ram. Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Ram. Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Vishnu, Vishnu,
Hare
Vishnu,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Hare
Shri
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear friends, Vaishnavas, thank you so much for joining. We are reading the wonderful story of Dhruva. So we'll chant some prayers and then we will have some discussion. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnu Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Param Ananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Who remembers any verse from Dhruva's story? You have memorized one or two verses. Who knows one or two verse? Yes, Dhruva?
You know the Gunati Kamudam lip said one.
Okay, please recite.
Gunati Kamudam lip said Anukosham Gunadamat Maitrim Samanat Anvichan Nata Pera Vibhuyate.
Most of you memorized that verse. You recall now the three kinds of people we meet and how to deal with them. Okay, who remembers the Yonta Pravishya? Yonta Pravishya Mamavacha Imam Prasuptam Sanjeevayat Akhila Shakti Dharasvadhamna Anyamscha Hastacharana Shravanatvagadim Pranannamo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. How many of you tried that? Anyone? No?
I tried, but I couldn't remember it.
Okay, try. I'll help.
Yonta pravishya mama vachimamam prasuktam sanjeevayatya akhilam svadha
Shakti Swadha.
shakti svadha dhamna anyam shahastam hastacharana shravanatvagadim pranannamo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam.
Good job. Thanks for trying. I know it's a little bit longer verse. Everyone, please try, huh? Please try. You're all very intelligent. You can easily memorize it. So I see Dhruv, Pari, Alakshay, Vedi, Vinita, Ishan, Navya, Byonto, Athar, Ansh, and Naina. Thank you all for joining. So grateful to all of you. I'm so happy. I'm sharing balloons with all of you. So, where were we? Dhruva went to forest, right? He did tapasya for 6 months, very strict regime. And what happened? He met Krishna face to face. He offered wonderful prayers. Was he happy or sad? After Krishna came face to face, after he offered prayers. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Happy, sad. Joyful, regretful. One or two? Two? Yeah, he was not very happy. He was regretting. Why was he regretting? Who knows? Okay, Ansh, please tell.
Because he thought that I thought of my brother and my mother as enemies, and I asked Krishna for something material when I could have asked him for something spiritual, like bhakti.
Yeah, and we discussed this, like how someone goes to a multi-billionaire and says, hey, can you give me 20 cents or 50 cents? What will you call that person? Most intelligent or most foolish? Most foolish, yes. That's what Dhruva is saying here. Modyan, Muda, right? And Dhruva was lamenting, oh, I thought my brother is my enemy, and falsely thinking they are my enemies, my stepmother is my enemy, or he didn't allow, all that. This is under the spell of the illusory energy, that we think someone is our friend, someone is our enemy, right? Under the spell of illusory energy. So, and anyone recall which verse we read last? Did we read what Krishna gave him? Did we get to that point? What did Krishna give him? What did Lord Vishnu give him? Yes, Vinita?
He gave him his own planet and then told him about what would happen in the future.
Hey. Just trying to find that. For how many years after? I think that was already covered in text number like 22. So after your father retires, you will rule for 36,000 years, and then you will get the Dhruva. And we also discussed that how your stepmother Suruchi and your brother will be devoured by the. Anyone knows? Who knows? How will be devoured? Please type in if you know the answer. By a snowstorm, by a forest fire, by a gorilla eating them, or by earthquake. Yeah, forest. So I think, yeah, Uttama will be going to hunting in the forest, and he'll be killed there in the hunting, and the mother in the forest fire. Okay, good. And then we get to around text 35, like what to ask Krishna. What shall we ask Krishna? Who knows? Okay, please reply quick, help me out. Raise your hand if you know the answer. What shall we ask Krishna or Vishnu? What shall we ask? Who knows the answer? Can we pray something? Can we ask something from God? What is that thing? Prema Bhakti. Wow, amazing. That is basically love for God. Okay, how about, can we ask Krishna, please give me good grades in school or college? Is it okay to ask? How many of you say, raise your hand, is it okay? That's okay to ask Krishna. Anshya, be honest, it's okay. You raise your hand and then say, oh my God, no one is raising hand, let me put it down. How many of you ask that to Krishna? Is it okay if your dear one, let's say your mother, your father, your dear one, brother, any close relative is very sick or going through a tough phase? Is it okay to pray for their good health? Krishna, please give them good health. Is that material or spiritual? One or two? It's one or two. Okay, that's interesting. Now some of you are saying one, some of you are saying two, which is interesting. Okay, so let's talk about it a little bit more. Ansh, what do you say? Two spiritual, yeah. Tell me more. Like now, I got the answer. Like some of you are saying material, but I want to hear more.
Because it's for their health, and the health is the body's health, and the body is material.
But you said it's spiritual, right? Okay, you're also in the same pool. Anyone saying it's spiritual? Okay, everyone is saying my material. Is that correct? Okay. Now, bhakti is not black and white, right? And nor do are the prayers. I was blessed to give a class on this topic, and guess what was my verse? 4.9.35, which we are reading. So, and a chain smoker asking, God, give me 10 packs of cigarette. Okay? Or an alcohol or drug addict asking, give me pack of, bottle of alcohol or drugs or whatever, like they're asking God. And a genuine mother or a father asking, oh God, my child is really sick, please help. Krishna, my child is so sick. I can't see his terrible situation. He's going through such a pain. Can you please help? What do you say? Both the prayers are material? Most of you is nodding your head. Okay. Are both the prayers equivalent? No. No. Okay. Tell me a little bit more. Raise your hand. Tell me more. Why are they not equivalent? Yes, Navya.
Well, the first ones, like they're wanting something that's bad for them, and also it's just for themselves, and it's very like it won't help them at all. But with the mother asking for the health of her child, she truly cares, and it won't do anything bad for either of them, and it will actually help them.
Okay. Nice point. So, anyone else wants to add anything there? Or everyone agrees with Navya? So, let's try to understand, my dear friends, to spiritualize our prayers. See, I'll do a drawing, kind of. Let's clear this up. So we'll draw fresh. Okay, this is the topmost. The asking for pure bhakti. Okay? Imagine this is like the gold standard. Is everyone following? Right? And one is, we're not talking about those who don't approach Krishna. One is asking for even below this bad, like totally in mode of ignorance, like I gave the example. Are you following? Krishna, give me like alcohol as a mode of ignorance. Then there is prayers in passion. Give me an example, please. Who can give some prayer in the like which are like passionate in nature? Yes, Vedi?
Hare Krishna, maybe like asking for power or glory.
Asking for power, yes. Asking for, oh, give me a multi-million-dollar mansion. Would you call it in ignorance, passion, or goodness? Everyone understands these modes? Right? Satagun, Rajagun, Tamagun. Okay. Now the prayers in goodness. Give an example. Who will give? Yes, Pari.
Like good health to my family and like well-being of like everyone.
Yes. Like good grades so that I can, I want to be a good student. I want to good health. I'm not asking for, to be the best, but I want to, I'm doing my part, and Krishna, please help me. My dad is not feeling well. He's going through some bad health crisis. Can you please help him? Is it passionate ignorance or goodness? Goodness? Okay. Are you getting the difference at how bhakti is not like 0 and 1, black or white, material? All these prayers, what will we call them? Material or spiritual? They are technically material, right? Do you agree? This prayer is purely spiritual. But even in the material prayers, there are gradations. And then we talk about like semi-spiritual prayer in between. And that's what Srila Prabhupada is teaching us, how to make at least our prayers semi-spiritual. We cannot jump wherever we may be somewhere in this journey here. We cannot artificially jump. Oh, the mind is asking, the mind wants good health, but we may verbalize. That's also fine. At least from the lips, we are saying Krishna gave us pure bhakti. That's also very good. But we may not mean it, right? Do we really mean it? How many of you really mean it? How many of you really mean it when you say, Krishna, give me good grades? Huh? Okay, right? You see, it's coming from the heart. Are you all getting the difference, like why we are doing this? Now, let's try to make those prayers, at least we should be in the mode of goodness, at least don't go down, right? Try to elevate from here. Now, how can we make the prayers in the mode of goodness to at least semi-spiritual? Let's take the grades example. Would anyone like to try? So material prayer is, Krishna, please give me good grades, right? I'm trying my part. You also please help me. Let's make some attempt and try to make it semi-spiritual at least. Are you following? Yes, Navya, please try.
You can ask for Krishna, can I please have good grades so that maybe in the future I will have time and the resources to serve you and like maybe be more into it.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to, if I have good grades, I'll be a good example. And if anyone asks me, hey, what's your secret to get good grades? I'll proudly and humbly, you see, humbly and proudly both use same way. It's interesting, but it's correct too. Why? A devotee has spiritual pride that, oh, my strength is not me, but Krishna, right? That's the spiritual pride. Humbly, oh, I'm just a humble servant. That Krishna is my secret sauce, right? Or Krishna consciousness is my secret sauce, right? Or is my secret. And that's how I'll be able to serve you better in future. If I don't get good grades, Krishna, I'll not be able to set a good example, and people will think, well, I should not practice bhakti. Why? Because if you practice bhakti, then you become a bad student, you become a bad grader. You see? Is it making sense? Is it a difference between that prayer and goodness and semi-spiritual prayer? Okay, let's take the health example. Someone's father is not well, right? The mode of goodness prayer, Krishna, please cure my father. I really request you. That's in goodness. Now, who will like to make a attempt to make it semi-spiritual? Yes, Pari. Is everyone following what we are trying to do and why? Okay, Pari, go ahead.
Like you could say that Krishna help my dad like get better, so that we as a family we can all offer devotional service to you once he gets better, so because then you'll be like healed and then he can do devotional service to you.
Yes, so that if he's not well, how will he chant properly? How will he go to work? And how will he, do service in the temple, etc. So Krishna, please give him good health so that he can practice bhakti. And as a family, as Pari said, we all can practice bhakti together and grow to in our bhakti journey. Mhm. So my dear friends, we understand that yes, we may not be at this point, but at least not be at this area either. We may be here, but we are gradually taking those steps, and bhakti is a journey, right? So we are taking steps, and as we mature, one day we'll pray purely too. But at least we can try to pray prayer purely, but at the same time, well, Krishna is our father, Krishna is our mother, Krishna is our everything. If the child needs something, where will he or she go? So is it okay to pray? Yes, if it helps us to remember Krishna. Is it okay? But we should always remember what's the goal. Okay, now we discuss that. So let's see further. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, persons like you are pure devotees of the lotus feet of Mukunda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who can offer liberation and who are always attached to the honey of his lotus feet, are always satisfied in serving at the lotus feet of the Lord. In any condition of life, such persons remain satisfied, and thus they never ask for material prosperity. So Maitreya Muni is telling to Vidura that they don't ask for material property. Basically, referring to those who are always attached to the feet of, referring to pure devotees who are always attached to Krishna's lotus feet. We are trying to develop that, right? Is it not? Okay, now let's read further. Okay, now it's all of yours turn. So raise your hand if you want to read, and one by one your turn will come. So let's start from text 37. We'll start with Vedi, then Navya, then Ansh, then Athar.
Hare Krishna. Text 37. When King Uttanpad heard that his son Dhruv was coming back home, as if coming back to life after death, he could not put his faith in this message, for he was doubtful of how it could happen. He considered himself the most wretched, and therefore he thought that it was not possible for him to attain such good fortune.
Wow. Do you see what's happening here? Who will explain what's happening here? Yes, Vedi?
He got the message that Dhruv is coming back to visit him and come back to the kingdom, and he can't believe it because of how he had treated him under the influence of his wife.
So now there is a transformation in King Uttanpad's heart as well, right? After Dhruva left, you remember Narad Muni went to the king's kingdom, and we here clearly see that there is a transformation. Though I was the most wretched, right? But now he's happy, he's joyful. Earlier, he did not even want to see, let Dhruva sit on his lap. But now he's so excited to meet Dhruva that even if he's outside the kingdom, he's but very, very happy. See the transformation here? Just by hearing the news, oh, my child is coming back home. Wow. Yes, next.
Although he could not believe the words of the messenger, he had full faith in the word of the great sage Narad. Thus, he was greatly overwhelmed by the news, and he immediately offered the messenger a highly valuable necklace in great satisfaction.
So he gave a gift to the messenger because he was so overjoyed. Next.
Is it 39 to 40?
Yes, Prabhu.
Then King Uttanapad, being very eager to see the face of his lost son, mounted a chariot drawn by excellent horses and bedecked by golden filigree, taking with him many learned brahmanas, all the elderly personalities of his family, his officers, his ministers, and his immediate friends. He immediately left the city. As he proceeded in this parade, there were auspicious sounds of conch shells, kettle drums, flutes, and the chanting of the Vedic mantras to indicate all good fortune.
You see, the king is so excited. The royal procession is being arranged, and they're all going outside in such a beautiful way. That's how the city was decorated, like kind of like when Ram was coming, the whole Ayodhya was being decorated, lit up. So here the king Uttanpada has lit up the whole city because his dear son is coming back. Isn't that so interesting? When in Dhruva, who is the son of King Uttanpad, the king Uttanpad is so happy my child is coming back. So Krishna, who is our real father, is also very, very happy, very, very joyful, very, very excited. Who will complete this sentence? Yes, really.
When we come back to him, like we say we're gonna come back to him, as well chanting.
Yeah, when we go back home, back to Godhead through the process of bhakti yoga. And the example comes in the story of Gopakumar. When Gopakumar went to the spiritual world, Krishna was so joyful. He embraced Gopakumar. Oh, my dear, Gopakumar has come. He's very, very happy, very, very joyful. Conch shells, kettle drums, flutes, festoons, and everything. Very, very nice. Now, what do you think about the queens, about the mothers? Did the mother go to welcome? What do you think? Which mother went, Suniti or Suruchi? One or two? Suniti or Suruchi? Suniti? Or three, option three is like both. Suniti, Suruchi, both. How many of us? Okay, most of us are saying Suniti, right? Okay, interesting. Let's talk about this. Suniti was on the palanquin. Now, when Dhruva went, so the king also got intelligence and he was treating the Suniti like a dasi, right? Like a servant. But later he got some good intelligence and he gave proper respect as a queen to Suniti. Now the child is coming. Suniti's child is coming. She was very, very happy, right? Overjoyed. Now Suniti was on the palanquin, and Suniti asked, "Oh, Suruchi and Uttama, you also come." And they also boarded the palanquin to welcome Dhruva. Is that interesting? What does that teach us? Think about it for a moment. Yes, Vinita?
It teaches not to hold grudges against people.
Beautiful. So who is not holding grudge here against whom? Is everyone following the story? Right? Is Uttama not holding grudge against Dhruva? Is that the point? What's the point here? Yes, Navya?
Suniti isn't holding a grudge against Suruchi.
Yes. Beautiful. Let's read this purport real quick. Both the queens of the king Uttanpad, namely Suniti and Suruchi, along with his other son Uttama, appeared in the procession. The queens were seated on a palanquin, the same palanquin. Sometimes you may not hold a grudge, but no, I don't want to sit with you. Right? Does it happen? Hey, you were the one who caused me so much difficulty. I don't want to sit. I don't want to go in the same car as you. Right? The car, basically palanquin here, represents the car. Right? Okay, let's read the purport. Dhruv? Okay, we need that. You can read.
After the departure of Dhruva Maharaj from the palace, the king was very afflicted, but by the kind words of Saint Narad he was partially satisfied. He could understand the great fortune of his wife Suniti and the great misfortune of Queen Suruchi, for these facts were certainly very open in the palace. But still, when the news reached the palace that Dhruva Maharaj was returning, his mother Suniti, out of her great compassion and due to being the mother of a great Vaishnav, did not hesitate to take the other wife Suruchi and her son Uttama on the same palanquin. That was the greatness of Queen Suniti, the mother of the great Vaishnava Dhruva Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Out of great compassion and due to the mother of a great Vaishnava. Isn't that amazing? So Suniti, by Dhruva's transformation, you see the whole family is getting transformed. Is it not? Uttama is getting, Uttanpad got transformed. Mother Suniti also enhanced her Vaishnava qualities. And one of the few great Vaishnava qualities are tolerance and forgiveness. Right? Tolerance and forgiveness. And did Suniti exhibit those here? Say yes. Yes? Okay. The heaviest thing to hold is a fill in the blank. Okay, type in everyone. One who gets rid of this heavy thing, heavy weight, naturally feels light at heart. Isn't that beautiful? Have you ever tried to give up grudge and you feel light? Oh, right? And can relish healthy relationships. So if we hold grudge, it's like holding a burning charcoal. It will burn our cells only. Okay? The heaviest thing to hold is a grudge. So one must never hold grudge. What's the principle? Tolerance, forgiveness. Noble-hearted are those who never hold any grudges, hatred, envy, or negative feelings, even towards those who hate them. It's not that, oh, he did wrong to me, they deserve this. No. Even those who hate them, they never hold that grudge. This eventually can bring about a transformative change in others as well. Not only in us, it will certainly change us, but even those who may have apparently done wrong, it will make a transformative change. But even if it does not, the unenvious remain peaceful. Even though the change does not happen, at least we will be happy because we are not holding any grudge. Does that make sense? So, tolerance and forgiveness. One who forbears difficulties and is able to forgive the offender pleases the Lord and establishing lasting relationships. One with a positive outlook and the ability to see good in others attains peace and happiness even in the midst of most distressful condition. Is it easy? How many of you say it's very easy? Raise your hand if you have held grudge. Right? The more we hold it, the longer we hold it, the more we'll suffer. Raise your hand if you have felt that. Okay, so now we know. Now we know what to do. Right? Now we know what to do. It's going to burn us only and it's going to hamper the relationship. Not only that relationship, but in the future, other relationships also. So let's not become our own, like victim of our own situation. What someone did to us was their part, but how we react to it is ours. Suniti is teaching that. Suniti could have said, hey, you were the ones who caused all this havoc in my life of my son, right? Which did, right? If it was not for Suruchi, what does all this have happened? But Suniti did not say that. Okay, that's fine. Forgive and forget. Tolerance, no holding grudges. Are you all, is it, I hope it's not getting like too high-fi. Is it all like easy to understand? Are you able to relate? This happens in our life, right? Okay, excellent. You're also scholars and so intelligent. Okay, so we read that. Next, Atar, did you get a chance to read?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, now it's your chance. Please go ahead.
Upon seeing Dhruva Maharaj approaching the neighboring small forest, King Uttanpad, with great haste, got down from his chariot. He had been very anxious for a long time to see his son Dhruva, and therefore with great love and affection he went forward to embrace his long-lost boy. Breathing very heavily, the king embraced him with both arms. But Dhruva Maharaj was not the same as before. He was completely sanctified by spiritual advancement due to having touched by the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Wow. What does it mean here? He was not the same old boy. He was not same as before. What changed? Did he get what was the big change? So the change happened by the touch of the Supreme Lord. What was the change being referred here? Like, was his body 6 months older now? Is that the change being referred? What change is being referred here? Raise your hand. Yes, Ishan?
He developed love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he knew like that Krishna was the eternal shelter, and he was like, he knew that. And he knew that like everything was temporary.
Beautiful. So basically from a poor devotee to a pure devotee. Poor not by like money, poor by qualities, you can say. Was he tolerant before? Was he equipoised before? Was he very peaceful before? Was he very sthitapragya before? Right? So all those qualities, tolerance and like equipoise, he said, well, your message is great, Narad Muni. I can't follow it. Don't give you. He was very anger like a snake, right? But now he's become a pure devotee. How? By yes, Beyonto?
By praying and having the Lord's lotus feet touch him.
Yes, so by practicing the Bhakti Yoga under the guidance of his Guru Narada, and the Lord appeared face to face, and the Lord touched his conch shell, and basically he met the Lord. So Krishna is like sun. If sun comes in our life, darkness is gone. So everyone is basically very, very happy, hugging, embracing. Oh, my long lost child has come. Wow, so happy. Yes, Nisha, next.
Hare Krishna. Reunion with Dhruva Maharaj fulfilled Udanapad's long-cherished desire, and for this reason he smelled Dhruva's head again and again, and bathed him with torrents of very cold tears. Hare Krishna.
Very cold tears. What does that mean? Did he froze his tears? What does that mean? Yes, Ansh.
When you're sad, your tears are hot, but when you're happy, your tears are really cold.
Oh, nice. Good job. So, tears of joy, basically. Did anyone have tears of joy? Any point? Hmm? When you're very happy, or when you're like something you never expected and you get that, and your eyes are wet, not because you're upset or sad or frustrated about the situation, but you're genuinely so happy and the tears are pouring. Has it happened to any one of you sometime? Okay. I mean, it may happen. I think Ishan is raising, and it's private, I understand. So, but you may have experienced, and you may experience in future. If you're not experienced yet, you will experience at some point. Okay. I see four: Atar, Kabir, Jashit, and Naina. If you're in a position to turn on cameras, it really helps to be more engaging. Kabir, good to see you.
I'm in the car, Prabhuji. That's why I can't on my camera.
Oh, I see. Are you in the palanquin? Like Dhruva? Smothered? Just kidding. Okay. So what was I mentioning? Oh, tears of joy, right? Tears of joy, cold tears. And then what happens? Dhruva Maharaj, uh, let's see. Yes, next. Kabir, your turn.
Then Dhruv Maharaj, the foremost of all nobles, first of all offered his obeisance at the feet of his father and was honored by his father with various questions. He then bowed his head at the feet of his two mothers.
Dhruva kept grudges against Suruchi. True or false? False. And if let's say if Dhruva had grudges, how would he when he is like when this reception is happening, how would he have reacted to the situation? Would anyone like to try? The mothers are coming, Uttama is coming, Uttanpad is coming. How would a person who is holding grudges would have reacted to the situation? Okay, Dhruv?
They would have like yelled at them, like, were saying this was all because of you, and like might try to ignore them and like yell at them and get like really angry at them. But Dhruv Maharaj wasn't like that.
Yeah, basically you would have ignored them or spoken badly, etc., etc., right? But what is he doing? He's not doing any of that. What is he doing? He fell. He bowed down his head at the feet of his two mothers, referring to Suniti and Suruchi both. Let's see if there is more purport here. Yes, let's read this. It may be questioned why Dhruva Maharaj offered his respect not only to his mother but also to stepmother, due to whose insult he had to leave home. Is it not a good question? Why do you offer respect to him? Hey, it's because of your problem I've got all this suffering. Let's read the answer. Yes, Dhruv?
The answer is that after achieving perfection by self-realization and seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face, Dhruv Maharaj was completely freed from all contamination of material desire. Feelings of insult or honor in this material world are never perceived by a devotee. Lord Chaitanya therefore says that one has to be humbler than the grass, and he recommends more tolerant than the tree to execute devotional service. Dhruv Maharaj, therefore, has in this verse been described as Sajanagrani, the foremost of noblemen. The purest devotee is the noblest of all, and he has no feelings of animosity towards anyone. Duality due to animosity is of this material world. There's no such thing in the spiritual world, which is the absolute reality.
Excellent. Suruchi, the younger mother of Dhruva Maharaj, seeing that the innocent boy had fallen at her feet, immediately picked him up, embracing him with her hands, and with tears feeling, she blessed him with the words, "My dear boy, you may live. Long may you live. My dear boy, long may you live." Does it remind us of anything? How many of you are reminded of something here? Raise your hand. Anita, what is it? What are you reminded of here?
Well, I was thinking about how Lord Vishnu told Dhruva that he'd live for 36,000 years. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, nice. Ansh, what are you thinking?
The Ramayana,
The Ramayana?
like where KK sends through Ram, and then when he comes back, she feels so sad and she embraces him.
Okay. Now, interesting. What was Suruchi's words before this whole situation in the kingdom prior to when she insulted Dhruva? Who remembers Suruchi's words? Vedi?
Didn't she say something like he should pray and that in his next life he takes birth from her womb? But I don't know if she said for him to, I guess, die quickly so he could do that. I can't remember that part.
She kind of said that, right? If someone says, "Hey, you should take a next birth," what are they saying? That basically you die in this body, right? Isn't that right? It's time for you to take a next birth. Is it very good thing, especially to a young person? If someone is really old and have a lot of health issues, and 80-year-old, 90-year-old, then it still makes sense. But to a young person like Dhruva, his body was not old by any means or diseased. He's saying, "Hey, you get a next birth," and then she also told, "What? Hey, you are not my son." She also told that, right? You are the son of Suniti, who is the servant. You're not the son of the queen. You're the son of the maid, right? You remember that? So basically, you're not my son. Now her heart has also transformed. Sorry. What is she saying? My dear boy, you may live long. See, both things flip. She's identifying him as her child also, which she was not identifying in the past. And she is praying for her long life. And earlier she was basically wanted Dhruva to die or have a short life. Is everyone following this so far? Isn't that interesting? So much to learn from this beautiful story. At every moment, there is like so many interesting things here. Okay, my dear boy, long may you live. 47. Who has not read yet? Lakshay, Prabhu would like to read? And then Jashit can read.
Text 47, I believe.
Yes.
Who has transcended unto one who has transcendental qualities, due to friendly behavior to Supreme Personality of Godhead, all living entities offer honor, just as water automatically flows down by nature.
Wow. What is this verse teaching us? This is a easier verse and beautiful verse and talks about humility, Dhruva's humility. Yasya prasanno bhagavan gunairmetri adhibhirhari tasmai namanti bhutani nimnam apa iva swayam. Yasya prasanno bhagavan gunairmetri adhibhirhari tasmai namanti bhutani nimnam apa iva swayam. Okay, one or two of you would like to try? Raise your hand. And it's a beautiful verse. Again, many of you are so busy and not getting time to memorize. But if you want to memorize, if you have not yet started the previous one, 496, then try this at least. This is the easier one. Okay, Vedi and then Pari.
Hare Krishna. Yasya prasanno bhagavan gunirmitriyadibhirhari tasmai namanti bhutani nimnamapa iva swayam.
Beautiful. Next.
Yasya prasno bhagavan gunirmati adibhirhari tasmai namanti bhutani nimnam apa iva swayam.
Okay. Unto one who has transcendental qualities due to the friendly behavior with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all living entities offer honor, just as the water automatically flows down by nature. The energy flows from? The energy flows from, how many of you study physics? Dash potential to dash potential. Easy question, hard question. The energy flows from, have you studied this somewhere? Remember? Okay, I think the high schoolers have studied. Try. Yes, Vinita?
High potential to low potential.
I'm guessing. It's natural, yes, from high to low, right? Water falls from high to low. It doesn't go up, right? It goes downstream, right? Can it flow upstream like if it's a slope, right? If I have a ball and put on the slope, what will it go up or will it go down? It will go down from high potential. And high potential or high kinetic energy or high potential energy. Potential energy, you know? What's potential energy? Yes, Vedi?
How much energy like some object has that's like not yet moving.
Okay. An object at the level 1 on the building has more potential energy, or the object at level 12 or the 12th floor of a building has more potential energy? Level 12? Okay. I don't see confidence, but yes, that's correct. Okay, many of you said, okay, MGH, right? So anyways, not going in physics class here, but the point is from like water falling from high to low. So knowledge also flows from high to low, like learned person too. So basically, if we tell, oh, I'm great, I know everything, will we ever be able to learn from someone? So what's the mood we should have when we approach someone, or when we approach someone to learn from them? What's the mood we should have? Filled with pride, arrogance? Give me some adjectives to put there. Give me some words. What should be the mood? Kabir, what do you think? What should be the mood? Humble, beautiful, humility, right? We should always be humble and grounded, right? And when successful, be grateful for those who have helped us to be successful. We may get good grades, we may get some award, we may get like gold medal or whatnot, but we're all the blessings of our teachers, right? Whether it's a sports award, whether it's academic award, whether it's health award, whether it's spiritual award, someone taught us something. Our parents, our teachers, our mentors, etc. Is that correct? We should always be grateful. Mother Earth can tolerate everything but an ungrateful person. Mother Earth can tolerate everything but an ungrateful person. So we should never be ungrateful. So let's come back to this verse since you'll be memorizing this verse. Yasya prasanna bhagavan. Those anyone with whom Krishna is pleased, right? Gunair Maitri Adibhir. How is Krishna pleased? By their guna, by their qualities. What kind of qualities? Friendship, right? They don't have enemies. They don't build enemies, right? By friendly behavior, Harihi towards Lord Hari, towards Krishna. So basically, if Krishna is pleased unto one who has transcendental qualities due to friendly behavior with the Supreme Lord, all living, tasmai namanti, namaskar, they all, bhutani, all living beings offer respect to them. Basically, who's a pure devotee, who is serving Krishna, who is a sincere devotee. Nimnam, nimna means down, nimna ganam. Apa, bhumir apa. Apa means water. Iva swayam. Swayam means automatically. If you leave water on a sloping, if you like pour water on a slope, right? It flows towards where it's downhill, right? So similarly, the point is respect, honor naturally comes to a sincere devotee of the Lord without effort. Let's read this last purport. It's important, and then we'll pause. And this is your memory verse also. And by the way, your summer break is coming. We will be completing this chapter and the next. So in summer, now you'll have tons of time, right? So I don't want anyone to not do this, right? Because I'm announcing in like well in advance. Okay? That I request or encourage all of you to do a project on Dhruva. We'll be covering, I don't know, your summer break has not yet started, right? More details will come, but at least you start thinking, right? I'll give more details on this, but at least you start thinking. You can pick one episode, you can pick the whole summary, you can pick so many topics from this, right? And we'll talk more and the subsequent classes also, how to do, what to do, when to do, etc., etc. You'll have sufficient time, but at least start thinking, right? Yes, Dhruv?
Like, what is the like we're writing about Dhruv Maharaj? Like, what about Dhruv Maharaj? Are we like what are we writing about Dhruv Maharaj?
Yeah, I would say right now don't at least start thinking on those lines in your project. I think this is your first time. Every summer we have a project, right? So this will be your summer project on Dhruva. So I'll explain more as we get. I'll also start meditating, but you start meditating on this, right? If your exams are going now, that's fine. You can do it later, but you'll have something on these lines. Okay, last purport for the day. Yes, Jashit. Jashit, please unmute and can you read?
The question may be raised in this connection by Suruchi, who was not at all favorably disposed towards Dhruva, blessed him. Long may you live, which means that she also desired good fortune for him. The answer is given in this verse. Since Dhruva Maharaja was blessed by the Lord due to his transcendental qualities, everyone was bound to offer him all respects and benediction, just as water by its nature flows downward. A devotee of the Lord does not demand respect from anyone, but wherever he goes, he is honored by everyone throughout the whole world with all respect. Srinivasa Acharya said there are 6 Goswamis of Vrindavana, are respected throughout the entire universe because a devotee, having pleased the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the source of all emanations, automatically pleases everyone, and thus everyone offers him respect.
What's the takeaway, my dear friends? Thank you, Jashit, for reading this. What's the takeaway? What's the key lesson we derive from this shloka? If you become a devotee of God, a pure devotee, even envy transforms into blessings. Was Suruchi envious of Dhruva before? Prior to all this thing happening? Did Suruchi treat Dhruva harshly? Do we see a big shift in her character? How and why? Because of Dhruva's transformation. The whole family is getting transformed because of Dhruva's transformation. So we'll pause at that point. And any quick thoughts, questions? Is the story interesting? Are you all liking this? Isn't that beautiful? So much to learn. And as I'm saying that when you get time, you can read more purports too. I have this book also, which I use, the Dhruva book. You can, but now you know that there'll be a project on this. This is the 8th or the 9th session. We have done a lot here, right? So everyone may like different things from this story because we're all different. But start meditating. There will be something exciting. And I want all of you to develop exciting projects from this episode. Okay? So with that, we'll pause. And all of you, please take care of your good health. Stay healthy, stay happy, take care of your emotional health. Some of you have exams. I wish you all the best for your exams. And many of you are coming for Sadhu Sangha in about 2 weeks from now. I'll be seeing all of you, and then I'm eagerly looking forward to that also. So please take care and have a wonderful Krishna conscious life. Hari Bol, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.